When do you need to leave?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'm gonna remind you guys first what's going on. Basically, you're outside the cave with 10 pounds of gold each. I'm including the mercenaries in that. So that's 40 pounds of gold ore, actually. So basically 4 pounds of gold.
Got it.
And you have half a dozen horses as well, which would be useful carrying the gold, which you now cannot get to because the cave is filled with smoke, presumably coming from the mage that you fought earlier and is unaccounted for.
Well, real quick, can we just establish the fact that we've now murdered Super Fate?
Sure.
Let's just say that when we ran out and we're all like poached up or behind like a giant rock or something, observing the smoke, Tony and I worked together to stab this character.
I think a more fitting end is Jesse Jackson shows up, screams "That's racist," and then shoots him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine bludgeoning him to death or whatever the case is, just as long as he no longer exists.
hmm
Maybe even like the mercs sense that you wanted to kill them and then to get you on their good side. I mean, get them on your good side. They said like, hey, why don't we sacrifice them to the gods to make the smoke stop?
Well, I think they would also be on board because they witnessed a fight where he just made insane commentary and tried to take things for himself. So he's dead.
Racist
Yeah.
commentary.
Yeah,
Oh well, you should definitely die now.
which they cannot abide.
Yeah, very progressive mercenaries.
Yeah. Okay, so we're like outside of the cave looking in. There's
Yeah,
like all that smoke and shit.
yeah, and it's about 5 p.m., so it's gonna be getting dark kind of soon, like a couple of hours.
How big is the cave entrance?
Um, say it's like 10 to 15 feet high. It's pretty big. You have
Oh,
no problem like walking the four of you side to side through the whole thing, from what you
so
saw anyway.
so we wouldn't be able to seal it off for the night with like a giant rock.
No. Well, I mean, maybe you could put a giant rock there, and then they'd have to climb over it and give you enough time to find them.
Okay. So is the smoke? Is it still like smoking? Like I'm not.
Yeah.
So it's smoking. Okay.
Can I cast Smoke Be Gone?
Yeah, I now breathe smoke instead of air. So
Well,
once I
I mean, you got outside the cave because smoke's pretty damaging, so it just dissipates because you're not in the cave anymore.
okay. Do we just want to, Tony? Do we just want to like wait till the smoke clears and then we'll go check it out?
I mean, is it like magic smoke or is it like smoke from fire?
Well, it makes no difference for whoever's inhaling it. You don't know what the source of
Well,
it
I
is.
have I have a power called Extinguish Fire, so if it was caused by fire, I could extinguish the fire, thus the smoke.
Well, you don't know if it's fire or what.
Can I use my magery to determine that? Magery.
Well, what's
Magic.
what spell exactly?
No, just magery in general. You know, I know a lot about magics.
Yeah, magics, dude.
Yeah, like magic is just a means of starting it. It's not really a. You can't like detect whether a fire was started by magic or you know.
Maybe we should build a big fire outside the cave, start pumping that smoke the other way down, see how that mage likes it.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, you could do
Smoke,
that.
smoke them out, Tony.
Yeah.
Let me see. I got a wider range of spells. Let me see what I got.
I mean, I have ignite fire, shape fire, fire
I have
for
I have test food.
resist fire,
Well,
heat.
it's
Bloom.
not really the fire spells that are relevant, but more like the air spells.
Okay.
I mean, we could just, fan it with our shields
Yeah.
into the. You have any
Into
wind
the
spells
this
now, Ross?
giant cave of
No.
indeterminate length.
Well, I
We
do
could.
have shape fire, so I could shape the fire into the cave so the smoke would go that way.
Huh.
I'm gonna see what Shapefire does exactly, but something tells me it's not really gonna work. Like, okay, when you ignited whatever fuel it was, you did it with a jet rather than, I don't know, a point spontaneously catching on fire to all
I've
appearances.
I have another question.
All right.
So all this gold is pretty much at the base of the cave, right? What's preventing us from just mining it and then leaving?
Well, it looked evenly distributed all along the way from what you saw, but
Oh.
there's really nothing preventing you.
I feel like
Well,
Tony,
except for the smoke, which you will choke on if you went in there.
I feel like this wizard dude knows something that we don't, and that's why he's here for more than just gold. Dun dun dun.
Wait, Matt Ross, you should use Seek Fire and see if there's fire inside the cave.
Oh yeah. Hey Brian, I'm gonna use Seek Fire.
Okay. Is that
So
magic or just like a skill or what?
It's
magic,
magic.
baby.
Magic.
And then roll 3d6. What's the roll command again?
Slash roll space 3d6.
Yeah, space it.
Yeah.
12. I failed.
Well, I mean,
Spell
I guess you
fizzles
could.
my hands.
I guess you could try again. It just costs you more fatigue points.
I'm going. Roll 3d6. 9. I did it.
Okay, so you're down 2 fatigue points instead of 1,
Yeah.
which probably won't be relevant, but you never know. It's a shape fire you did?
Seek Fire.
Seek Fire.
Oh, seek fire, okay. I'm at the fire spells page now.
It says it's
Create.
an info spell, so I assume that means
Oh,
you detect fire, right? One would assume.
okay.
Yeah, I'm seeking it.
Yeah, you're seeking that fire.
Let's see. Earth, enchantment, fire, gate,
Yeah, gross.
healing, knowledge spells, I guess.
I think it's in fire spells.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have 19 fatigue.
Blacks and Jews.
We'll edit that part out later.
You better.
I mean, who are you putting this on here for?
Well, I thought maybe make a podcast out of it one day, but I haven't put it anywhere.
It's good.
Like, obviously, I would have edited out real names or whatever. Like, Dan Lucier said his name, or somebody did in one of the other games, but
Matt Concert refers to me by my real name.
Yeah.
'Cause he's a jerk.
trace, identify spell. Seeker, is that the one you used? Or is it specifically called Seek Fire?
It's called Seek Fire.
Okay. Let's see. Minor healing, cover energy. I hate how the PDF just jumps to another page while you're scrolling. It's never partial. Do you have like a page reference for this?
No. Magic. Page 72.
Okay. Because I want to know the range on this. All right, I'm just gonna get the basic set book real quick because the PDF I don't think has it.
No, it does, because I was
I'll
looking at
find
it when
Magic.
I was making my character, because it was one choice or the other. It was either like Seek Fire or Create Fire for prerequisite for like Fireball or whatever.
Sure, I can find it real quick.
Oh yeah, it should be on your character sheet anyway.
Alright, hold on. I'm opening.
Info Fire. 1 second.
I'm opening the PDF.
Seek Fire, okay. M72.
Yep.
And I wish I had the magic book, but I could not find it.
I had it as a PDF, but now the link's down.
Oh,
I'm just gonna Google it.
yeah, me too.
Fire GURPS.
Because what I really need to know is like, is the range on this. Alright, somebody has it on his page. Okay, seek fire, information resisted by IQ. Tells the caster the direction and approximate distance of the nearest significant flame, source, or combustible material. The spell uses the long distance modifiers, which is on the page of the book that I don't have. The mage may exclude certain types of fires. It takes you 3 points rather than 1. So you're down to 4 fatigue points. Do you have a health of 10?
Let us find out. I have a health of 11.
But you get 3 extra for being a dwarf.
I bought 5 extra too.
Yeah.
Okay, so whatever you had, you're down 6. So you're
6?
Yeah, because you failed the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. So you realize where the fire is coming from inside the cave, and it's about 3/4 of a mile in. And also the source, there are a lot of bodies on fire.
Whoa. So wait. How far into the cave?
Like 3/4 of a mile.
Okay, so that probably took us 10 minutes.
I'd say you could walk a mile in 15 minutes. So yeah, around there, like 12 maybe, but not with the smoke in there.
Yeah.
Wait, can I cast Extinguish Fire on it?
No, because you can't see it, and it's probably out of range anyway. I mean,
we can't see the bodies?
No. Like it's not just a straight cave. Like there's twists and turns. You can't see 3/4 of a mile in there.
Okay, but now we're at the bodies, right?
Now what?
We're at the bodies now, right?
I can't really tell what you're saying because of Toady.
We're at the bodies now, right?
No, you're outside, and those are like 3/4 of a mile away from you where the fire is.
You sook the fire, Matt Ross, with your magics.
You have seen it in your mind, but you are not physically there.
What did I do?
You sook it.
You saw the source of the fire with your mind, but
sook.
Okay. Okay, so I've found this fire.
Yeah.
That's dope.
In your mind's eye. So we know it's fire making the smoke and not magic. That was the purpose of this exercise, Matt Ross.
Got it. So not like a little fucking pixie shows up and like leads me on a weird ass chase.
No.
I thought that.
We're still outside the cave.
Got it. Okay.
You didn't summon a little pixie. You don't have that power.
I was very confused because I thought. You see where I got hung up?
Are you making something in a microwave right now?
No, I was baking chicken.
Okay.
And I was making some rice.
Oh.
I had to turn the oven off. Okay, so now we know where the fire is.
Yeah.
I mean, we can just probably wait for the bodies to stop burning, right? I mean, bodies can't burn that long.
Yeah. So, how long are you gonna wait? Like, let's see. Yeah, I guess it's still 5. I'm gonna rule it. It only took 20 seconds for your seek fire spell to succeed, so it's still about 5.
You're saying these bodies are pre-cooked?
You know, they're 3/4 of a mile away, Matt Ross. Your math isn't that big.
Yeah, but I'm saying that like it'd be a shame to waste that meat.
Yeah, I mean, we can go eat them afterwards.
So, Tony, is your character okay with cannibalism?
Yeah, man, I don't judge.
Brian, when I sought fire, were these humans?
I'm not sure if you can tell or not.
Combustible You're supposed to be able to determine the combustible material, right?
Okay. I'll just
Yeah.
I'll just see the description here real quick.
Oh God, let's play by the rules.
My character is extremely aroused.
I really need the magic book. I looked for it, but couldn't find it.
Everybody, Tommy Tickle Lips is like, tell me, what did you see? And then he sees me raging erection. He's like, oh no, I know what you saw.
Burning bodies. Counterpoint, maybe I should shoot an explosive fireball into the cave and collapse it.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll that. You don't know what kind of body it was.
But it was like humanoid, obviously.
Yeah.
Is the smoke fragrant with the smell of cooked meat?
Well, I like meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have big Jew noses. Can we determine the source of what's being burned by its delicious crackling smells?
Well, in theory you could, but I mean, have you ever experienced this smell before? Like
Yeah,
what?
man, I'm a fire mage. It's kind of my thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but have you have you burned an extensive variety of living beings and come to be familiar with their smells?
Yeah, that's how I got expelled from the academy. That's why I'm an outcast. For burning too many people
Yeah.
and
All right, so
experiencing their smells.
Plays by his own rules.
off the top of your head, what sorts of beings did you burn?
I don't know, humans, elves, dwarves,
Animals.
insect men.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, you can tell that it's none of those.
Hey, Brian.
It smells a lot more disgusting than any of them.
Ooh.
It's probably zombies.
Well, I can probably determine what they were by eating them.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, Brian.
Wait, Matt Ross, aren't you infected too from eating like raw?
Yeah. Didn't you cure it though?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's right. You did. You cured it.
But he did experience 4 times the infection resulting from harpy consumption.
I'm like rolling around on the ground, grasping my tummy, like Ralph from The Simpsons. Oh, it hurts.
The harpies taste like burning.
Cut it out.
So what you're saying is Matt is Ralph Wiggum.
Yes,
Basically.
basically.
I passed a note to Tony, to Tommy Tickle Lips, just confirming that we are going to murder these mercenaries, right, at some point, so that we can get a bigger share.
Yeah, I give Matt Ross a very encouraging wink.
Okay. I then take the note back from Tony and I eat it, just to ensure that they don't find it. Okay, so now
the mercenaries look suspicious.
that
Saying,
I apologize, saying it's a command decision and not to trouble themselves.
okay.
And also, I want to know if they're heavy sleepers.
Well, they are reassured by the fact that you don't know yet, even though you've slept near them for many a night already. So, and then
They
they
were
think,
before, they aren't now.
is he trying to trick us by pretending not to know? But wouldn't it be better for him just to say nothing?
Probably. All
By
right.
the way, the approximate value of all the gold you're holding now, including the mercenaries, is $96,000.
Okay. I wonder.
Oh, this fantasy planet uses American currency?
Well, just for the sake of simplification, like if you
Okay.
don't, then you won't know how much anything costs.
It's
Like
true.
it could be Japanese yen scale, and you can only afford like I don't know, what costs $1,000.
Used car.
A really bad used car. That's all you
Yeah.
can. Yeah. So,
Alright.
oh wait, did you burn those harpies during the fight?
No. No, my one spell was dodged. My flame jet.
Oh,
So it
yeah,
just hit the
okay.
wall.
So they were all eventually killed by, I guess,
Axes.
sword. Yeah, axe blows. All right.
We axed him.
Okay. So, what are you gonna do?
I guess just wait for this faggot ass smoke to stop.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Are there any like checkpoints you want to stop waiting at? For example, it getting dark or whatever else.
We can order one of the mercenaries into the cave. Hey, can you breathe in there?
They say we're a dwarf and a gnome. We cannot breathe in there.
Well, no, just see if there's like enough breathable air. But don't breathe too hard though.
Well, if the smoke's coming from the center of the cave and coming out, then we could just, watch it coming out, wait for it to stop coming out. Right?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Okay. So, all right. It gets to about 6:30. It has now been going on for an hour and a half, and it's still coming out. So, do you want to change your plan or just keep waiting?
I don't know, dwarves like, live an exceptionally long time. Yeah. They got
Yeah.
extended lifespans. I think we can wait.
I'm already like 150 years old, man.
Yeah, I'm like 130, but I
Yeah,
think we still
but
got like 120 years left. We can wait.
does that help you resist smoke inhalation?
No, we're not sitting in the smoke. We're sitting outside the
Yeah.
cave, watching the smoke, waiting
We're
for
also
it to stop.
we're also saying
I'm prepared. I'm prepared to wait 100 years for the smoke to stop.
Smoke on
Okay.
the wall. Hey, look, dude, I was alone in a wilderness for like 100 years. I got plenty of time.
Hmm Me and Matt Ross are braiding each other's beards.
Yeah, oh yeah, like crazy.
Hmm
Okay.
Braiding the fuck out of it.
All right. So what did I say it was 6:30. Okay. It doesn't stop until 8:15. So it's lasted for a total of 3 hours 15 minutes, give or take. There's a reason for that number, but we won't go into it.
Wait, can I use my extensive knowledge of burning bodies to calculate how many bodies have been burned?
Oh yeah, guys.
I guess so. But I mean, it was started by magic, so maybe whoever was doing this kept it going for longer than it was. So there's no way you could really know.
Oh, he's a jerk.
Yeah, it could be.
Hmm
Hold on for a second.
Uh-oh.
Someone's knocking.
Okay.
So mom or dad.
Uh, could be a drifter,
Yeah, it's true.
a transient.
Or one of his characters come to life.
Oh, one of your dad's painted miniatures.
Oh no, I was gonna say one of Brian's fantasy dudes.
Yeah. The mercenary Wesley. I guess that was always your game. The mercenary's name is always. Anytime we ran into a random guy, it was always Wesley.
Oh yeah.
We always got him killed.
Yeah, he always died. Or we just murdered him.
Too bad we never finished that game. We started with Dan Lucier, Brian, that you were running.
I'm back now.
It'd be interesting.
Which game?
The space one?
No. That one we were doing, the D&D game we were doing, Matt Ross. We're like,
That the GM?
Yeah, we're like part of a civil war or something like that.
Oh
But
yeah.
we had that mercenary Wesley with us. Who were like, hey man, go like pop your head in that window and take a look for us. And he like failed critically and got a spear through the head.
Yeah, dude, that was like Fantasy World Fallujah, like house to house battles,
Yeah.
Well, I performed heroically in that game. Remember, I made my roll to not fall unconscious by one, and then ended up killing everybody.
Yeah, I do.
You guys would be dead without me.
I like immediately fell unconscious. I got hit by like 3 critical strikes in a row. It was bullshit.
Were you a wizard in that game?
I was a cleric.
You were a cleric. Okay.
Cleric
You were a
fighter.
dwarf cleric. Yeah.
Dwarf cleric fighter.
Dude, at low levels, the dwarf cleric fighter or just cleric fighter combo, using your like to pump up your strength to deal like just like big hits is like pretty powerful.
Mm.
Okay, so
All right.
We recorded that one, at least part of it, badly, though we did record it.
Mm-hmm.
And I have them. But anyway, okay, so it's 8:15 at night. It is now dark. And what are you guys doing?
I don't know. Do we have our fatigue vaccines? Have we just been like sitting around braiding each other's beards?
yeah.
Well, I don't know. What have you been doing? Maybe you were just twiddling your thumbs, plotting to kill the mercenaries.
No, we're not plotting. We're fantasizing right now. It hasn't progressed into the actual materialization of us stabbing them in the back.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know under what circumstances you will try to kill them yet.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be like they're hopeful for now. When it's all said and done and we've all bonded over battle and saving each other's lives and stuff, that's when we deliver the ultimate betrayal, like killing them over like $10,000-$20,000.
Yeah.
I want to make it more petty than that, like $10 or $15.
No, there's like we're splitting up the loot, and like the dwarf really wants like a nice like silver fork, and so you murder him.
Kill him over that, or after we're done and we're back and we're at the tavern, I tell him to pick up the bill and he refuses.
Like,
So,
how
like,
would I do that? That's unfair.
do whatever Superfiend would have done over a pair of Air Jordans, is what you're
That's
saying?
racist.
That's racist, bro. You gotta stop with that.
Well, you got to edit that one out.
Hmm.
But you're not wrong.
Yeah, well,
Oh shit, nigga, my J's, my fucking J's. Edit that out too.
All right, so I guess we're gonna go inside the cave, right? We can't just leave.
Yeah, we can't just start a new life out here. Become
Well,
farmers.
you could. There are pretty much two options. Well, maybe three. You could go back the way you came. You could go north, which eventually leads to Suhad or Suhid. I forget the name, but it's like the. Think of like Shogun era Japan. That's what it would be like.
Yeah, gross chaps.
Yeah. Fantasy chaps.
Or there are dwarf cities, but I don't think you would know how to find them because even though is it just you that's a dwarf, Matt?
No, I'm a dwarf too.
Tommy Tickle lives in the dwarf.
Well,
It-
where did you grow up? Because dwarves have pretty wide distribution.
Oh, I don't know. I was like orphaned. I raised myself.
Yeah, I mean, I know Matt wouldn't know his very well Zucod or whatever, but would Tony?
No, they once I started displaying the
Oh
gift,
yeah.
went to Magic Academy. I promptly burned everybody until they kicked me out.
Okay. Is anyone getting an echo from me?
No, because I have you
Not
muted.
really.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess. Oh,
You should probably mute us.
Okay.
20.
yeah. I thought you guys had to mute yourselves for some reason. Okay, now your echo is gone for me.
It's
That's
probably
weird.
for the best.
Yeah. No, how could I do without Tony's echo? Okay, so you go in there. You just start picking up gold or what?
Well,
Probably should find that mage and rape him to death.
yeah. We definitely need to turn him into mush.
Hmm. So we're gonna head towards where Matt Ross saw the fire in his mind's eye.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, this cave, there's really only one way to go.
Well, good. We won't get lost.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Well, after about, I don't know, 12 minutes of walking, not that long. Well, maybe a bit more because, over broken ground, there's clumps of ore everywhere, tricky footing. Oh, did you leave anyone outside, like the mercenaries, the horses, something like that?
Probably shouldn't leave the mercenaries outside to watch the gold on the horses, right?
Oh, well, if you were gathering up hundreds of pounds of ore and putting it on horses, that would probably take hours. So, what do you want to do first?
I thought we had already gathered ore, put them on horses.
No, I mean, you had 40 pounds, and then the smoke stopped.
Hmm.
And the horses are probably, I could look it up, they're probably capable of carrying hundreds of pounds of it.
Hmm.
So do you want to go after this guy or just gather the gold first or what?
Oh, I don't. Let's go after the guy. That sounds like more fun, less boring.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so it's just you two going after him?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna fuck him up with our axes.
Yeah, we got spells, we got axes, we got beards. Feeling pretty good.
Yeah, like our chances.
Yeah.
Alright, so you leave the horses and the mercs behind and you two go in after him.
Hmm. And the mercs are gonna gather ore from the near part of the cave, I guess.
Yeah, and they should be happy. They have the easy job. We gotta go murder people.
Yeah, we're gonna go murder that wizard, and they're tight.
Okay, so you get about 15 minutes in, nothing remarkable happens, and then you find the bodies of like a dozen harpies just burned to a
Okay.
crisp.
So they're making their own way through here.
Hmm.
Okay.
So that's where all the smoke was coming from, at least in part. But the mage, of course, is not here that you can
Okay.
see.
Well, describe this room that we're in. We're like an opening or something.
Well, it's not really a room; it's just another part of the cave.
Okay.
Do you remember what is it called? The movie Prometheus. Did you ever see that?
Yeah.
The tunnel is like that size,
Got it.
except there's like gold ore strewn everywhere, which makes the footing tricky. Like you could sprain your ankle or something.
Oh shit! I hate sprinting.
Yeah.
Are there any xenomorphs?
There are not that you know of.
That's good.
Is that what was in Prometheus?
Yeah, that's what they call the aliens, xenomorphs.
I thought they were designers or whatever.
Oh, those are the engineers.
No, those
Oh
engineers.
yeah. Well, anyway, whatever they're called, they're not here.
All right, that's good.
Yeah, they're scary.
Mm-hmm. Also aliens.
Yeah.
I guess we should just continue on. There's nothing else here. We're gonna eat some harpy or continue on. You already got sick from eating it before, so maybe we shouldn't eat it.
Yeah, I'm gonna inspect the room, see if there's anything tasty or valuable.
Okay. Well, you don't find anything. Except, of course, the gold ore everywhere, which would be valuable.
Okay. So, Tony, are we going deeper into this cave?
Yeah, that's fine. I want to find this wizard, and I want to put an axe in him. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he gets. Making all that smoke. It's rude.
Now, are we gonna turn him into a sex slave? Do we already agree on this?
I think we're gonna murder him. Maybe
Okay.
eat him.
Cool. Okay, Brian, we're going deeper into the cave here.
Okay. How long do you want to keep going? Like, you've gone, let's say, half an hour. That's probably another mile or two, depending on how tough the ground gets. Nothing really changes, except the gold is starting to thin out a bit.
Okay.
Like-
Like thinned out like it was mined, or
Well, I don't know, there's just less of it generally, like, both on the ground and, like, on the walls that could be chipped away. It looks like it wasn't mined, because obviously they would mine the entrance first, but just that there wasn't as much of it to begin with. But you've gone a couple miles and you still haven't found this guy.
I think that's kind of a conundrum. Well, Tony, I don't. I feel like we got to murder some people, so
Hmm.
I say we keep going.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so let's say another hour. It's now only about a third as rich of a gold mine as it used to be, and you still haven't seen anyone.
Well,
Yeah, we live for 120 years. We can spend a little bit more time looking for this guy, I think.
yeah, and I can create food and water.
Hmm.
Okay.
So,
All right, well, you go all night, and now there's hardly any gold left at all, and you still haven't found him. You see footsteps leading away from you.
oh, okay. Well, now we can follow these footsteps.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, there's only one way for him to go anyway, so you know that he was here, but you don't know how far ahead of you he is.
Listen,
Yeah.
I have a boner right now to kill this guy. I've got a murder boner.
Yeah, I mean, and unless he's going to the center of the earth, like he's got to come out this way too, right? Just keep going. Again, live 100 and 150 years still. Yeah, I got time.
Yeah, I got plenty of time.
Okay. I'm gonna say you go all night, and the cave still hasn't ended. There's no gold left, and the footsteps keep going, but you haven't found anything. So, are you gonna go to sleep, or
I can cast spells to keep us vital, and so that we can keep searching.
Hmm. I think that's good. He's probably gonna try to kill us in our sleep. Go
Yeah.
to sleep.
okay? Eventually, there's actually an exit on the other side of this mine. Let's say you're like 30 miles in. And let's see, let's check the map real quick. I don't know if it opens directly onto the Suhid or whatever, the Shogun era Japan area. But if you keep going long enough, that's where you'll end up. So I'm going to check the handouts real quick because I know I Caithness map. Oh no, wait, that's not what I need. So yeah, right now you're in northern Iraq. Sahud, that's what it's called. And if you keep going for much longer, you're gonna end up in Sahud.
Wait, is Sahud where the Japs are?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh,
So you remember that scene earlier where it opened into a clearing and you could see for miles?
say again?
There was a point earlier where when you were going through the mountains, you like remember it was really steep on both sides, and eventually it turned into a clearing that you could see for miles. It's kind of
Yeah.
like that. Well, even if you don't, it's kind of like that right now, except you see like a Sahud village off in the distance.
Are we still around? Like, are we still tracking on these footprints?
No, since you're outside the cave, it's gradually turned to grass, and it would be much more difficult for you to track him.
Okay.
I'm not
So,
sure if any of you have tracking skill or not.
I probably do because I do have tracking
Okay.
and I have survival. You're not slowing us down, Brian.
Yeah, all right, tracking 10.
Okay,
So
let me roll here. Hold on.
I'm gonna see if there's any. It's not a particularly difficult environment, but it's not easy like the loose rocks leaving obvious footprints. It's
Got
not
it.
that easy.
I
So,
failed
okay.
it.
So
lay that one to rest right away.
oh,
And I failed.
What'd
13.
you roll?
Okay.
13.
13.
Yeah. So unless you think the mage was gonna try to live off the land, he would probably go for that town off in the distance.
Well, I
How
hope
far can I shoot a fireball? Like, could I set fire to the town from here?
I support that
Not
idea.
from there, no.
How
Okay.
close can we get without being discovered and shoot a fireball into the town? We can smoke him out.
hmm
And he's also a known fire mage. We can frame him.
Yeah, and kill the innocent peasants.
Tony, does your character have any qualms against murder?
No.
Okay,
That's why he was ejected to begin with.
Yeah.
I have no.
I'm an outcast. Alright? I'm disowned outcast.
I view everybody as animals, so this is no different from me, slaughtering a wild hog. Except
All right.
instead of wild hogs are humans with families that will also burn.
So what it would be fireball or explosive fireball or what that you would be using to
Wait, hold on. Can you describe this little hamlet to us? This cute little town.
How many
well,
buildings and are they made of flammable materials?
oh yes, they're made of wood, so quite flammable.
How big is this place?
I'd
I'm
say
taking my chicken out of the oven.
well, it's a border town, so I'd say there's like a few dozen buildings, and they're all made of like paper. Well, the screens are, but like wood. So they'd be pretty flammable. Although they aren't that close together, so it might be hard to get the fire to spread. But an individual building, yeah, you could burn it, no problem.
What time of day is it?
You've gone all night, so did you sleep at all?
No, not really.
All right, I'd say it's just before dawn because you went like 20 or 30 miles. You don't know how long.
Maybe we should sleep and wait for night. Sleep through the day.
Yeah,
Jerk off when I come back. That'd be
All right,
bad.
Tony, I gotta agree with you there because also if we do it under the cover at night, then we're more likely to frame somebody. So Brian, should we just camp out and wait till night under somewhere where they can't see us?
Yeah, you could do that.
Tony, you want to do that?
Yeah, let's do that.
Wait. Does this place have like a camera? Or like a inn or something? We could go in and like look for this guy, or we could just set the place on fire.
Well, it's not really that kind of society. Have you looked up Sahud at all?
No, it's Japs, right?
Yeah, well, it's governed by very elaborate rules, and nobody is going to explain them to you because to do so would be like treating you like children.
Got it.
So they think it's beneath them to explain the rules to outsiders. So you're very likely to get into trouble really quick.
Okay, so the burning route then. So we're going
Yeah, I
with
can't stop you.
the burning plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So burning. Let's. Tony and I are going to get some power rest, and then we're going to incinerate the innocents.
Yeah, this is a good plan. I like this plan.
Yeah.
All right. Here we are. Fireball. So it has a half damage of 25. So at 25 yards, it'll only do half the damage it normally did. Your max range is 50 yards. Although these buildings are extremely flammable. So I think if you want to just lob a fireball from 50 yards and expect it to go up, as long as you hit, you'll succeed.
Now, we don't have like the name or anything of this like mage, right?
Oh, well, he called himself Rupridium.
Rupridium?
Yeah.
That's a dumb name. I'm not going into the town and asking after Perennium. They'll think we're gay.
Yeah. Once we start incinerating everybody, I'll just start screaming it
Mm-hmm.
and demanding that he show himself.
Yeah, you should start screaming, Rupridium did this. Rupridium did this.
No.
That way they think the fire was him and not me.
I'll start screaming, "My name's Rupridium, and I love setting this building on fire."
That's a good plan. This is a good plan.
Well, there is the difficulty that you're not the same race as him.
Well, they won't see me. I'll be like behind a rock.
Yeah, they're probably going to be more concerned about the buildings exploding.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the people whose job it is to put it out, sure, but not like the cops.
Also, I can hook Tony up with Etrit fatigue so he can go for a little bit longer on the
Dude,
fireballs.
I got 19 fatigues, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can restore fatigue, so I can
Mm-hmm.
help you shoot even more fireballs.
Pow, pow.
Although you are down, well, 6 from your seek fire casting, and then
I thought we
more
just
from...
slept. We spent the whole day
Oh,
sleeping.
okay. I thought we were before that point. All right. So if you just slept, I don't know. It's let's say like 2 p.m. now. So you just woke up at 2 p.m.
Just like normal.
Just like normal.
Yeah, I used to do that. So you're gonna start lobbing fireballs now?
Nah, we won't wait for the cover of darkness unless it gets dark at 2 p.m. in this crazy backwards country.
It does not.
I guess then maybe we can like get closer to the village and like hide out in the woods by it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got about 4.5 hours till it gets dark.
Do you think our mercenaries are really bored right now?
No, they should be packing up. They better be packing up that gold on those horses.
Yeah.
And they better be waiting for us too.
I hope they
Oh, they're getting so murdered. I mean, they're getting murdered regardless, but
Yeah.
murdered.
And the difference between murdered and so murdered.
So is it between like murdered and your head on a spike as an example to others?
Well,
Or, like,
I'm definitely going to eat them too, so there's no way they're going to get a proper burial.
Mhm.
So that's like another thing. That's probably another thing strongly in the con column for them.
Yeah. It's whether he starts eating them after they're dead or while they're still alive that they're gambling with right now.
Yeah.
So does anything happen while we wait? Yeah, me and Matt Ross just braiding each other's beards again, waiting for night.
yeah, well, I mean, it's a border town. It's kind of like the one you were in, except it's a Sahud society now.
I'm probably doing
So-
a bunch of weird stuff.
You got like your small farmers, maybe like, I don't know, traders.
Like while we're like chilling and waiting, can I identify any buildings that might be full of flammable materials?
Yeah.
They all
Specifically,
are.
Like, are there any orphanages?
No, like cans of oil or big thing of gunpowder.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Okay. There's no building with a big sign. It's like, hey, full of explosives here.
Well, unless you read Japanese, no.
Let me check my character sheet.
Yeah, because I'm sure you saw this coming.
I did not. I do not speak Japanese.
Okay.
Yeah, but they don't use any like pictograms. Like, there's no buildings with like,
A big bomb
a
going
picture of
off.
a big picture of like a flame with a the red X through it. Like, no fire here.
Yeah, please do not set this on fire, whatever you do.
Yeah, any of that going on?
No. Like
Hmm.
you have no idea what any of them mean.
Okay, so I'm just gonna pick a building at random. Um, all right then.
I'm also with Tony so that I can heal him or juice him up with extra fatigue as needed.
Yeah, I mean, is it night yet? Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
For night. Okay, so
All
I
right,
am
so
gonna.
it's about 6:30. It's dark now.
All right, I'm gonna pick a building at random and shoot a fireball at it.
Okay. I guess the only question is, do you hit or not? Roll.
All right. Trying to see what's my. Okay, gotta roll 13 or
Okay.
10.
So you hit the nearest building. I'm not sure what the rule is for lighting it on fire, but the only question is, it is on fire. The only question is, how fast does it go up? Let's see.
I don't know.
This is one I really wish I could get like a machine gun, just know everybody running out.
Well, I mean, they're not in the streets.
Well, they're
They're-
about to be. Their building just caught fire. I heard
Yeah.
somebody just set their building on fire.
Yeah, some mage named
Oh,
Runinium.
okay. I thought you were imagining like, people running everywhere in panic and you having a great field of fire and mowing everyone down.
Oh, I mean, Matt's always thinking about that.
Yeah.
Flashbacks.
Yeah. Da Nang. 1963.
Close enough to Japan, right?
Yeah. Mao.
Okay. Flame. Um, okay, once a material starts burning, it may ignite adjacent materials. Okay, the street's too wide for that. Oh, here we go. Materials are grouped into 6 flammability classes based on the amount of burning or incendiary damage needed to set them aflame. Flammable, dry wood, kindling, oil, 3 points. So, what's your damage on this?
Um. Uh. One die burn / point. So
Okay.
I guess I have to roll a 6-sider.
Well, you can get more, but it depends on how much you want to put into it. How many fatigue points?
Yeah, I don't want to put one into it.
Okay.
Warning shot.
One. I did 1 fire point damage.
Alright, so even though it's dry wood, you haven't lit it on fire yet, so you're going to have to shoot again.
All right. We'll play your
So-
game. So just like kind of fizzled out, just scorched it a bit.
I guess so.
All right. So I hit it again. And did 2 death damage this time.
Alright, so I'll argue that they're close enough together that the accumulated damage sets it on fire.
There you go.
Okay, so let's see if there's any rules for how fast it goes up. Fire source. Okay. Um, let's see. Now they're into rules on whether a person's burning clothes, go up all at once or not. But anyway, it catches on fire, gradually spreads, and you see a couple of people run out screaming.
Good, good.
They're not on fire because they noticed it in time.
Oh. Wait, are they in range of me hitting them with a fireball?
Yeah, but you better act quick because they're going to be. Well, how far away were you? Like, do you get close enough, or did you?
I guess we're lobbing them from like the max range, 50 yards.
Oh, well, then you're gonna have to use more fatigue points because your damage was halved every time you.
Fine, we're 25 yards away. Whatever.
Alright, well, I'm gonna. Alright, I'm gonna say you use 4 fatigue points instead of 2 because you're in max range. So, you're gonna get one shot at them before they're out of range.
I believe in you, Tony.
I mean, do you want me to set these ignorant villagers on fire?
Yeah, spread the word.
All right. Yeah. All right. Let's do it.
Just in case the building didn't get the message across.
Yeah,
All right. Well, I hit one of the villagers,
good.
and oops.
Dude, when we come back and the mercenaries are like, what was going on over there? Nothing. Nothing at all.
All right, and it did 1 damage to him.
Okay.
I thought explosive fireball does more, though.
Yeah, I'm shooting regular fireballs.
Yeah, that's not even enough to light his clothes on fire. He just
Yeah,
takes 1
but-
point of damage from being a bit scorched.
Yeah, but he's gonna tell his friends about that 1 point of damage.
He's like, ow.
That's gonna be like an afterthought to his house being on fire.
Yeah.
I mean, is it windy out? Like, is this fire spreading at all, or is this house just burning down?
No, it's not windy at all, and the streets are wide enough that adjacent buildings aren't in danger of being set on fire.
All right.
Wait, you want to hit another one?
Yeah, why not? Let's set another building on fire.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna use explosive fireball this time. Maybe get some stuff spread in the air. You know, maybe spread some fire. All right. So I hit, and it does 1 die burn X/2 points. What's that mean?
Jeez.
I'm looking for explosive fireball now.
Okay. But I suppose I have to roll a
Here we go.
1 6-sided die anyway.
Yeah.
See, creates a fireball that affects both its target and things nearby. Alright, same range. The target and anything closer to the target than 1 yard take full damage. Those further away divide damage by 3 times their distance in yards. Okay, so the streets are like 3 yards wide, give or take. So any damage you do is going to be done to the adjacent buildings divided by 3.
Okay.
Rounded down, so if you get less than 3, it won't do anything.
All right. I got 1 again.
Damn it.
Alright, so rounded down, the next building does nothing. Yeah, you're going to
But
have to...
it should at least set that building on fire, right? Because it's 1 die 6 plus 2.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Yeah.
No, I mean, remember 1 damage isn't enough to set anything on fire? Well, set
Yeah.
dry wood on fire?
Yeah, but it's 3, so it's 1 die.
Yeah,
burn.
but it's
flat.
divided. It's divided by 3 though, because of the distance.
Oh, that's divided by 2.
No, by 3.
Well, this says 2.
What says 2?
My character sheet.
Well, I'll just. This is the description I have. The target and anyone closer to the target than 1 yard take full damage. It's more than 1 yard away, so those further away divide damage by 3 times their distance in yards. Round down. So it's about 3 yards away. Oh. I have to divide it by 9. So it doesn't do enough damage to light it on fire.
Does it light the human on fire?
Yeah, what are those people running? They get hit by it? Are they all scorched now?
No, like he took 1 point of damage and then got out of range because you're at max range. And then you hit this other building and now it's on fire. But the building across from it is not on fire, even though it took 1 point of damage, I think.
Okay.
Now there are, you hear commotion. There are people who look like soldiers or policemen filtering out to the streets.
Are they in a group?
Yeah, there's like a half a dozen of them now.
Oh, that's prime time for explosive fireball.
All right. Are they like within range?
No, they're like 100 yards away. So
You're
nobody
like,
nobody can hit each other.
What'd you say, Tony?
They're 100 yards away. I can't hit them with a fireball yet.
Should we wait till they get closer?
Yeah, let's wait for them to get closer.
Yeah, we're under the cover of night too, so
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, if you throw a fireball, you're gonna stand out a bit.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna try to kill them with one fireball. All right.
yeah. It's like a turbocharged
Yeah.
fireball.
I'm gonna turbocharge the shit out of this fireball and try to burn all these dudes.
Yeah. It's gonna get juicy.
So,
Mhm.
all right. So to knock them all unconscious, you'd have to do like 20 damage at least with one fireball.
I mean,
So let's say,
I mean, it's gonna be tricky, but yeah, I'm willing to try.
I believe in you.
yeah. Well, to reliably do that to one guy, you'd have to put like 5 fatigue points into one fireball.
Tony, I can restore your energy, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it does 1 die per point I put into it, so, like, if I roll well, 3 should almost do it.
Okay, so they're coming towards you, and you can't quite get a clear shot of them because they're not all going down the main lane in the town. It's like it's not straight down. It looks like it wasn't planned really well. It's more like people spontaneously putting up buildings, so you can't get a good line of sight at them all the way. Because you're kind of up on a hill, you know.
Oh, good. We got the higher ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that improves my line of sight, so I do have line of sight on them.
Yeah. All right. So eventually, crossbow bolts start flying at you.
Wait, how do they see us?
Someone pointed out where the fire came from.
They have night vision?
Well, I mean, it's a lot brighter than it was with the fires.
I mean, have you ever seen a fire? It's going to be bright at the source of the fire. It makes everything else around it darker. Called going night blind.
I have not heard that.
Yeah, you should Google it.
Yeah, I mean, I googled how to extract gold from ore in ancient times, but not night fire blindness or whatever.
That's it.
Night
That's
blind.
night blindness, bro. It's important shit.
Nyctalopia. Okay, I'm looking at it now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what are you gonna do? Try to hit him again?
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna hit all these jerks with an explosive fireball.
Okay. Well, you only see 2 of them now.
How many were there before?
Like half a dozen.
So
And
they're just
also,
like-
guys,
they're just like, hey, this guy's gonna shoot a fireball at us. Let's spread out.
Well, they may have put 2 and 2 together.
also there are guys just like buckets of water and primitive hoses trying to put the fires out now. So you're gonna be that guy and ambush the fire department?
Yeah.
I mean, saying that they're trying to shoot crossbow bolts at us, like, fuck those guys. Nobody shoots crossbow bolts at me.
Yeah, make them choose.
All right, so I'm gonna shoot. I guess I'm gonna put. See, I can put up to 6 points into it.
Now, Tony, I can also juice you back up.
All right, I'm gonna put 5 points into it and hit him with an explosive fireball.
All right, so they're running toward you now, but when are you gonna? At what range are you gonna launch your fireball?
It goes
If you-
25 yards.
Okay, so you're gonna wait for full damage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 24, I'll say, because then 25 is when it gets halved.
Okay. 24.9.
Sure.
All right. So,
Tommy Ticklips has a very precise sense of distance.
Comes from being a fucking wizard, bro.
Yeah. Honed for many years of throwing fireballs at humanoids.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Okay, so I guess I should roll to see if I hit them, right?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, you did.
Your skill is 14?
Yep.
Alright, roll for damage then. Is that what? 5 dice plus 5 or 1 or what is it?
Let's see how that works. Yeah, it'd be 5 dice. 5d6.
Ooh, 5 juicy dice. Oh my god. Oh, heavens to Betsy.
23.
I think this is the biggest damage roll I've ever been a part of.
It was a powerful spell.
Proud of that.
All right, so how many fatigue points do you have?
I had 14, so now it's down to, with all the other spells I've been casting, so now it's down to 9. I had 19 to start with.
Oh, okay. All right, so I'm not sure exactly what happens to him. He's definitely knocked unconscious. He's out of this fight.
Well, and his buddy next to him, right?
Yeah.
Um, let's see.
They should have to make a fear check because we just saw all their friends go up in flames.
And maybe I set another building on fire.
Yeah.
Well, no, the only ones that were, in that range, you were already set on fire.
Oh, okay. But I mean, they'd be on more fire, right? I mean, we can all agree that they're even more on fire.
Yeah.
What is this noise in here?
All right, so I'm checking explosive fireball. I'm gonna say that. All right, he's gonna take a third of what the other guy took. So
Wait, he's more than a yard away. His buddy
yeah, because
running at us. They're like, hey, let's stay 4 feet spread out.
I mean that's how wide the streets were. And
Wait, they're on the other side of they're running at us, and they're like, hey, let's split up. I'm gonna go on one side of the street, you go on the other.
yeah. Oh, thanks for this.
And wait, why does my shit say that a fireball is half damage from the explosion? Yours says it's a third.
Maybe you have a different edition or something. I'm not sure. What it says here is those further away than 1 yard divide damage by 3 times their distance in yards. Yeah. So since he's 3 yards away, maybe it should be divided by 9. I don't know. But either way, he's going to take at least 3 damage. So he is now on fire, and the other guy is knocked unconscious. And he's going to have to make a health roll just to survive. Matt, are you back? Hello?
Oh, sorry, I was still muted. I was just looking outside my bathroom window, and it overlooks a scrapyard, and I was like looking at some really, really good looking scrap.
Okay.
Hey, Tony, you want to come help me get this scrap here?
It's kind of far away.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the game. So you've incinerated them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one guy is down. He's going to have to make a health roll to survive. And the other guy, despite being on the opposite side of the street, was lit on fire anyway.
Good.
Okay. If he survives, I'm going to check the fire rolls to see if staying on fire does even more damage to him. Alright, so he's got to make a health roll of 10 to survive. And he does. So
God damn it.
he's not dead, but you can do whatever you want to him if you get to him.
Oh.
And he's also, he's also very burned, so it's probably going to slow him down, I'd assume.
Yeah.
Well, he's not moving again in this fight.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you that. And
Matt Ross, I've completely forgot. Why are we doing this again?
Honestly, dude.
because you're looking for that wizard,
So we're like murdering firemen.
or you're trying to frame him for this.
This plan is starting to fall apart. Matt Ross, I assume maybe we should start shouting that we are Vesuvius or whatever the fuck his name was and like run back for the mine.
Yeah, I'm also screaming face me.
You know that guy's backstory, right?
No?
I told you he was the nemesis that Count Daigar foretold when you first met him.
Oh, shit.
Well,
So
Count
he's my-
Daigar. Count
my
Daigar sounds like
nemesis?
a queer.
Dude, he's my nemesis?
Yeah.
That's fucked up. I just brought out the big guns. Got Tony shooting fireballs like he's a halter.
He's the reincarnation of my GURPS space character you thought you killed back in 2000.
Thought I killed. I definitely killed that guy.
No, he would have had a spacesuit. He never would have died in a poison gas.
Brian, if there's anything that can be said about you, is that you don't know how to let things go.
Hey, it was just the opportunity here.
It's 15 years ago.
It was like, oh man, I gotta get Matt into this game just so I can bring this up.
Yeah, you're playing the long con, I see.
Yeah, and I went through like the space game and your D&D game, just waiting for this. One day I'm gonna get my chance. He's gonna come back, get his
So-
revenge.
All right. Well, we can't let that happen. So, yeah, Tony, I'm with you. We probably should run back into the mine now that we set some fires going. So Brian, would it be safe to assume that if this is the reincarnation, that this dude's primary motivation is to destroy me?
I mean that's one motivation.
Yeah, it's true.
He just hates you. Like he might have other stuff going on.
I don't know how you could hate me. You know, like I've been living in the woods for like fucking 100
Well, you
years.
smell terrible.
Yeah, that's true.
That's especially offensive to this society.
Are you talking about the character or me personally?
The character.
Oh, got it. Both. Yeah, Tony. Let's let's go back into the cave.
All right.
Can we? So we can make a clean getaway.
Yeah.
I mean, we've sown some chaos that they're probably gonna be worried about. Like, yeah, there's 2 buildings on fire. Like 2 dudes who are running out there just suddenly exploded. One of them's like pretty close to being dead and probably won't survive his wounds, and the other one's just like burned pretty
Oh
badly.
yeah. So Brian, what's this wizard's name again?
Rupridium.
Okay.
Starts with a V.
Vupridium. Okay, as we run back, I'm yelling, "Hello, my name is Vupridium, and I did this." Okay.
Oh, yeah,
That's the thing that I'm doing.
That's not an obvious framing attempt, especially when he's human and you're dwarf.
Hold on a second. Not you, Ross.
I know not me.
It's my brother.
Is that my cue? I'm muted. Or he's muted.
Hail. Brian.
Greetings. Yeah, I had to unmute.
Is Tony still smoking?
I don't know.
I'm here.
Hi, Tony.
Hello.
All right, so we fled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's how I remember it.
Well, I'm gonna rule that you got back to the cave. That's where you're going, right? There's really
Yeah.
nowhere else to go except toward
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
And maybe we should end it here. But you look back and it looks like they're not pursuing you.
I mean, I'm just glad that we destroyed some innocents.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Always
one guy who may or may not be dead.
He's not gonna hang in there too long.
Yeah. Took like 28 points of fire damage.
He's not having a good time.
No. Seriously ruined his Sunday.
Yeah, he was just having a nice Sunday brunch when he got vaporized by flame.
Well, not exactly vaporized, but
Well, my mental dialogue is different. My memory differs.
it probably brings back an old familiar smell to Tony.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man flesh.
Yeah. Starts licking his lips.
Meat's back on the menu, boys.
Matt gives him a knowing nod. I know. I love it too.
Just nodding, patting him on the back.
Yeah. Like, hang in there. We'll get it.
Would you guys want to play some heroes?
Yeah, alright.
What about you, Tony?
Yeah, sure.
Might as well just stay on this call then.
Oh, well. It would keep recording it.
Can't you set it like off air or whatever?
Well, I can, but I don't know if that'll close the whole thing. But I'm gonna do it anyway.